by the end of my presentation, we all agree that KWOTA is doing something that is very needed. At least this is something that White House has recently announced, and that going circular is the only way to actually achieve climate neutrality. And since KWOTA's mission from day one, 3 years back when we started, is to accelerate material reuse, so we can finally see that the White House, Ellen MacArthur Foundation, many states, institutions, they all now finally start to understand that we need to reuse our resources. Otherwise, the mission to become climate neutral is impossible to achieve. Why is that? Why is it so critical to be reusing your resources? It's the simple data. Globally, we produce more than 100 billion tons of materials, and only 7.2%. Some calculations say 8%, but they all say less than 10% of materials are ever recycled back as a resource. So everything else is considered waste. In a good case, maybe fuel. But we need to change that. And KWOTA's mission, let me remind you, is to accelerate material reuse. CO2 emission savings out of that, it's just a bonus that we will achieve when we are very careful with our resources for the future generations. So simple mathematics say that accelerating material reuse will actually deliver rapid and tangible impact for carbon emission savings. And we need to act now. So KWOTA has created a platform. It's really robust, fraud-resistant way on monetizing global material producers' efforts to use more recycled materials. Whenever you use 1 ton of more recycled materials, for example, in plastic industries in Europe, you could actually save at least 1 ton of CO2 emissions in a life cycle. So this 1 ton of savings can now be monetized thanks to KWOTA in a really transparent way. Where the money is coming, of course, the money is coming from voluntary carbon markets. There are many companies out there already today willing to pay for the effort of the others. You know, use the effort of material producers to help to reduce global emissions. We work with car rental companies, fleet management companies, and we work with taxi companies, we work with transport companies, event management companies, and so forth. By the end of the year, we have sold more than 500 million euros worth of credits that are covered with contracts right now as we speak. How the business works. So what's in it for the material producers, and why it's so important that they are on board? It has to be a business case. So enough about voluntary work, enough about saying that we have to do it anyhow, you know, it's everybody's thing to do. It has to be part of your business. When going sustainable, when going fully circular, you have to benefit from it. On the benefit of, not on the benefit of environment, but on the benefit for all of us. It has to be part of the business for the good of the environment. So every time KWOTA sells 1 ton of CO2 emissions on the market, material producers will get 80% of the funds back. This 80% is equal usually with the paper industries, plastic industries, and textile industries we work with. It's equal to at least 10% of their material purchasing price. So it's significant increase to the profitability or investment capability. So it's somebody asked already before, so what is out there, what type of standards, how you verify that this all is real? So KWOTA is backed by KWOTA standard, which is audited by KPMG. And of course, we will apply for another layer on top of that. Many of you have heard the CCP verification methodology is just out, and Verras and gold standards of the world will also apply to this. Core carbon principle verification will be also part of KWOTA's standardization process in the near future. We are already available in 16 countries, and by the end of the year, it will be 20 countries and counting. By the end of the year, we have saved more than 100,000 tons of CO2 emissions, and by the end of next year, it will be more than 400,000. We are reporting already this year more than 1 million tons of recycled materials really moved back to recycling. So this is really huge step forward. Our North Star is to enable 1 billion tons of additional recycling by 2030. This is the North Star. Thank you.